Honorable Chairman and dear members of the fraternity, Honorable Sister Brahma Kumari Rajani Ben. It is really a matter of proud to be amongst CA fraternity in Kakinada, very far from Mount Abu. But when Sister Rajani called me that when you are visiting Kakinada, we would like to have a meeting of chartered accountants with you. I said, okay, it will be my pleasure to be with them and sharing some experiences which I felt that a chartered accountant needs for his own life balance sheet, which I am practicing for last 33 years. Earlier, you all know that there was no such type of programs in our institute related to life skill development or stress management or something like that. But just before a couple of years ago, that Pune incidents triggered these things and they compelled our policymakers to introduce such conference or seminar in our for CA fraternity and the students also, that this life is not just to finalize the accounts and meeting the deadlines, but we have to live a happy life. And for a happy life, we need something else than these all accounting standards and international standards. When we buy a mobile or a fridge, TV, we get a manual with that device, that how to operate this device. The most valuable device we have is this, our life, human life, this body. Do we have a manual? How to keep this life always happy? We have manuals in the form of our spiritual scriptures, but we all know that they are just, they are not the part of our daily life. In this professional education, we have forgotten them, or we are not using, majority of the members are not using those principles daily in life. Here, through this Raj Yoga, I learned how to make this life ever happy, how to keep our balance sheet with a always positive note, always surplus in our balance sheet, our reserves always on high growth. How can we do this? And that's the challenge in front of our fraternity also. But thanks that now we are giving attention to this aspect of the life also. If we want always happiness, if we want our life's balancing strong, then there is a one tool, and that's called positivity. If we inculcate the positive attitudes in our life, in every respect, in our thoughts, in our words, in our behavior, then this life balance sheet becomes really very sound and interesting. We earn money, we spend money, but we cannot purchase happiness through that money forever. We can purchase happiness temporarily by increasing our bank balance, by making some new friends, by having some good picnics or foreign tours. But they all are temporary. That doesn't give a permanent happiness because that the very basis on this happiness is lying is unstable or it's changeable. We have a good friend, we have happiness with that friendship, but as and when that friend gives some wrong signals or some loose talks about us, the same friend will give us sorrow in place of happiness. Because the world is changing, the person is changing, the situations are changing, so our happiness is also changing. But if we inculcate positivity in our life, then this happiness will be also permanent. Let us see what is happiness. We all know mathematics equations, basic mathematical equations. Plus into plus is equal to plus, and minus into minus is equal to plus. Plus into minus is equal to minus, and minus into plus is equal to minus. So here there are two pluses and two minuses. So one plus is what we need to do, and this one plus is what we need to do, and second plus is what we do that which we need to do. What we need to do and we do is positive. There are two pluses and two minuses which we should not do and we are not doing that. These are two minuses, and the result of both is positive. But what we need to do and we are not doing, then the result is negative. And what we need not to, we need to do and we are not doing is also negative. So the very simple things, we shall do what we need to do and we shall not do what we not need to do. But what happens in our practical life? We want to do daily exercise. Do we do? We need not to do angry behavior. But what happens? It happens. We need to do meditation for 10-15 minutes every day. Always not possible, not doing. We need to do walking daily. We start, but after few days or 1 week, we left that practice also. So in life, many things we want to do, but we cannot do. And many things we don't want to do, but we engage in those things. Smoking, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Everybody knows it. Even nowadays, on the wrapper of the cigarette box, earlier they just used to write cigarette smoking is injurious to health or smoking is injurious to health. Nowadays they have pictures also on those wrapper. And I think majority of the smokers also know the disadvantage of this cigarette smoking. Majority of them know. And I think majority of them also want to leave that thing. They want to leave the smoking. But what happens? They can't. One of my friend, he was also a chain smoker. When I met him after a few years, I just requested to quit the cigarette. He said, "Oh, it's very easy. Quitting cigarette, quitting smoking is very easy. I have quit it 51 times earlier." So what does it mean? Quitting 51 times, quitting and again adopting, quitting and again practicing the same thing. So this is happening in our life also. We pass so many resolutions for our life, especially on this New Year event also. We must have passed some resolutions in our life that we will do this, we will do this, we will not do this, we will not do this. from this 1st January. Today is 5th one. Let us see how much of our resolution is continued. So what happened? Why we can't continue with our resolution? And what is the symbol of happiness or the proof of happiness in our practical life? If we are happy, it will reflect on our face. Is a smiling face. You must have noticed whenever you see any newspaper, you just see the advertisement of watch, any type of watch, wristwatch or wall clock. You just see the advertisement carefully. And there is always 10 past 10 in that advertisement. That watch will show 10 past 10, always in the whole world. Because that's the smiling face of that watch, 10 past 10. But in our practical life, majority of the time, our face show 40 past 4. 4:40. So it's not smiling face, but just opposite. We want to have that smiling face always. And it's not a plastic surgery smiling. It's a real inner happiness which gives us true joy in our life. And that is not based on the material attainments, relations, degrees, bank balances, and buildings and cars. It is the true knowledge. It is the true introduction of the self and change of our sanskars. And that will give us the true happiness. We know that it is not easy to be always happy, but it is not also impossible. It is possible if we practice consciously. If we do certain practices in our life regularly, then we will be able to be always happy. Yeah, it will take little time, as every practice needs little time to inculcate in our life, but it is possible. And I have my own experience that it is possible. We need continuous education to our mind. We have continuous professional education in the form of CPE hours, and which we need to do compulsorily every year. Likewise, if we do compulsory, consciously, few efforts in our practical life to educate this mind about the self, about the supreme, and how to be positive, if we do those practices in our regular life, I'm sure we will be happy, we will be able to make this our attitude positive. And it's a matter of perception. A few years ago, in in North India, this winter season, we have a very severe cold weather there. One good morning at 7 a.m., I and my one friend went to the third friend's house for some emergencies. So we reached his home. We were sitting in living room. His wife came with 2 glass water. There was a transparent glass, so we can see the water. We could see the water, and it was half of the glass. Both the glass were half filled water. So my friend who came with me, he was so upset and just whispered to me that they are very money minded. वो हिंदी में कहते हैं कंजूस. They are so that this water is free of charge, but they are just giving the half glass water. At least they can give a full glass water. There is nothing going to spend rupees for this full glass water, but their nature is so. He was not happy with that half glass water. And I was thinking, this lady is so wise that this is a winter season, morning 7 o'clock. We don't need even water. But just formality, we will take one sip of water from this glass, and the rest water will be gone in waste, this wash basin. So it is better that she bring this half glass water, so the half will waste only. So I was feeling happiness in that half glass water, and my friend was feeling sorrow in that half glass water. Same moment, same event. But since the perception was different, the feelings were also different. One was feeling happiness and the other was sorrow. So this is all depends on our perception, how we see the life. To make this balance sheet strong. So this positivity, I do 3 practices every day, sir, Srinivasanji. I do 3 practices every day. Very simple. And since we are chartered accountant, we have value of money. So no single penny to be spent for this exercise. Just for your information. And no extra time also, because time is money for the chartered accountants. So we need not to spend any extra time and no money on it. Now, are you ready to do those practices? I'll explain you. Very easy. Which we can do every day. And I am doing for last so many years. And I know its effectiveness. The first exercise is, every day we give good wishes, blessings, minimum 101 times. Minimum 101 times giving good wishes or blessings to any person, any event, any object, any place. Just give the good wishes. Like in our house, if the kid come and touches our feet, what we say? God bless you. Jeete raho. Exam, clear your exam with good marks. Be happy, be healthy. These are the good wishes that we can give to any person, known or unknown. Actually, I do practice whenever I get a call, I do not lift it immediately. I just see the name of the person, or sometime unknown also, and I give good wishes for 5 seconds. That you be happy. Let your work be completed. You be healthy. Just I give good wishes for 3-4 seconds, 5 seconds, and then I lift the phone. And the result is amazing. You can give good wishes to the objects also. Your car, your mobile, your laptop. And it works. Because good wishes is universally applicable to all, and it gives results. We have certain videos on YouTube. You can find experiment on water. Japanese scientist did that experiments with the water. He was having a very powerful camera who takes the images of water cells when he has some bad words for that water, and then he took the images of that water cells. There was no crystals, it was scattered cells totally. Again, after some times, he given some good wishes, some positive words to that water, that you are very pure, you are very helpful to everyone, you are life saving, like some few good words about that water. And then he took the images of that water cells. There were clear crystals like in jewelry hour. So our Jagdish Chandra Bose, who won the Nobel on this plant's life. So every object, they are made of cells, and that cells are affected with our wishes, good or bad. So if we have good wishes for the objects, we have good wishes for the events. If you have any event in your family or in office after 15 days, either you can think, oh, what will happen? All will come or not? Will they happy after the event? Will the food will be good or not at that time? You can think in that way also. And you can have a good wishes, the event will be fantastic. Everybody will come and enjoy the event. Everybody will remember that event for years as a good memory. Like we can have such good wishes for the events also. We can have good wishes for place also. Our home, our office, or our country, or everywhere. So this good wishes works. And in my introduction, he told that in 2010, I launched a project, Billion Minute of Good Wishes Bank. We created a virtual bank and requested everybody in our connection to deposit minimum 5 minutes every day good wishes in that bank. We given them a slip and good wishes, thoughts for self, for family, for world, everywhere. Just you repeat these thoughts for the 5 minutes in the entire day, and minimum 5 minutes or whatever minutes you want to do, and then give that slip to us. And we collected around 250 crores minutes of good wishes in that bank in the 2.5 months. It was a wonderful project. And as informed you in my introduction, that we have developed a software, accounting software for our institution. Earlier, we were using some D-based software in 90s. Then we prepared some in Excel. Then we contacted tele software for 1000 installation in 2008-9. They given us quotation of around 2.5 crore for installation and updation for next 2 years. That was very costly to us, and we will not able to afford the cost. Then our managing trustee requested me that please do something and have a online software so that any center can do entry at their place and the data comes to the server in our headquarters. Please do something. At that time, this project of good wishes was going on in 2010. And since I was the designer and coordinator of this project, the result was coming to me from the whole world. Some families who were at the verge of divorce, they now, after this good wishes experience, they were united. Some illness also received good result through these good wishes. So I just thought that we have so much miracle experience results of these good wishes, and I am suffering from this software problem because I was the instrument to prepare the balance sheet of the institution. So it was my responsibility. So thousands of branches collecting data manually or through a piece of paper and again punching them in Tally or other software and making balance sheet, it was a tough task for me. So I thought, why should not we do good wishes for this software also? Then I requested 20 Seva Sathis in my department in this institution that we do meditation evening 7 to 7:30. For 15 minutes, we will have a good wishes for our software. That, what is the good wishes? That the software is, we have very good software. That software is online software, real-time ERP software, and we are getting directly balance sheet from it. And our sisters who are accountants, they are also feeling very easy to do the entries in this software. Such type of good wishes we started having, and it was 7 days only to complete the project. So at the 8th day, I received a call from Ahmedabad center that software developer in our regular class, meditation class, if you need his help, we can ask him to help. I had a meeting with him. I got another software developer from Chandigarh. He is also associated with Brahma Kumaris, and they left their job, they come to Abu, and they started preparing this software. And here we could have our own ERP, which we are using for last 15 years, and getting balance sheet and everything from that software without any cost. In our in-house team, we are still maintaining the same. We are changing it, updating it according to the change in law. We are updating it, and the small team of the software developers, they are doing that things. Many of our associate brothers and sisters are working in Wipro, SCL, Infosys. They visit our headquarters, they see the software. They say it is impossible for such a small team to construct, prepare, develop and maintain this type of software, which is used by 7,400 branches across India. But this is the magic of good wishes that we are able to do. And here, one thing I will like to inform you that I am a chartered accountant. I have few more chartered accountant in our institution who are surrendered their life there. But in our branches like this Kakinada, we have 3 centers in Kakinada and 35 near by towns. Our sisters are our accountant. This Rajni sister and these sisters, they are our accountant who have no knowledge of accounts, income tax and computers. Still, she will go to market, she will buy a fridge of 25,000, she will not pay cash. She has that education that she will not pay cash, she will transfer online or give check. If she are doing getting done any work from the contractor, she will deduct TDS and then she will pay to the contractor. Each and every law points, income tax points, we are educating them throughout India. So with this good wishes practice, minimum 101 time every day, and that's possible. If you have a target in your mind, you can do without spending any money or extra time. You can do. The second exercise which I do is, that's also very simple. 51 times minimum thanks or gratitude expression. Shukriya, Dhanyavad, 51 times. You say, really, is it helpful? Yes, it is very much helpful. This is thanks from the heart. What we really feel obliged. We say thanks. You said, whom we will tell 51 times thanks in a day? Since morning we wake up, till night we go to bed. There are so many people in our family, in our friends, in our office, in our other places also, who favor us, small or big. They give us a glass of water. They give us a clean clothes, they give us food, they drive our car, they open lift for us, they give us space on the road to go ahead. There are so many things which we have to say thank you in the whole day. We just have to start seeing those things consciously. Normally, we take it as granted that this is their duty they are doing. They are doing their duties, but what is our duty? Our duty is to say thank you to them from our heart. And it will take us on the path of positivity. This is very, very helpful, this practice. And the third practice, which is very important and very tough, it is very tough. This third practice, what I am telling you is minimum every day, minimum 21 times doing appreciation of others. Doing appreciation of others. It's a great practice, life-changing practice. Many times our article staff, they do a very good job. But we will find out some mistake in that also. Instead of few words of appreciation. Yes, there may be a mistake, one or two, but overall he has done a very good job. We can say few words of appreciation to him or her. In our everyday's life, we see so many things, positive, special. We can say few words of appreciation on face at the same time. But the main problem is our ego. Our subtle ego, it do not permit us to appreciate anyone. In fact, God also wishes appreciation. What we do in temple, when we go to temple, what we do? We appreciate the qualities of the God. So, if we appreciate any human being, that will give a powerful boost, powerful dose to that human being. And he or she will do that work more efficiently, more elegantly. So this appreciation practice is very, very powerful. If we do that practice, it will change our consciousness positively. Normally, what we do, our practice of auditing and finding the mistake, now it has become our sanskara to finding the mistake. So our first sight, we see what is the mistake in the statement. And the same thing we apply in the life also, that what is the mistake in his life or her life. And we point out that mistake. And we see that we are doing our professional duty. But in our real life, our duty is something else. If we appreciate a few positive points of any person, that person will motivated to do further good in his or her life. And that's a very big thing. So, I do this practice of appreciation and I get very good result. And since change of our sanskara or our thought pattern or our consciousness is not that easy, so the continuous practice of these positive practices, good wishes, thanks and appreciation, it will slowly and gradually make our mind on a positive path. After few times, we will start doing the things automatically from our heart. But in the early days, we need some conscious efforts. That conscious efforts will only help us in keeping on this practice. So, I request all our CA fraternity members, if you want to strong our life balance it, good relation in our family, in our friends, healthy atmosphere at our office, in our workplace, and a good place in our society, we inculcate these positive practices, this positive attitude, this positive perception in our life every time, then we will be able to make our life balancing strong. And in this era of uncertainty, many things happened in our life unexpectedly. Many negative things also happened in our life unexpectedly. Then this positive attitude will give us courage to handle those challenging situations. Because situations are not in our hand, but response to that situation is in our hand. So if we have positive attitude, we can respond positively and we can feel happiness. But if we respond instantly, in place of response, if we react because of the attitude, then we feel sorrow. And that sorrow may make our balance sheet very weak. So it is must that we do. It's a call of time to make our life positive through these positive practices. Yeah, I know that as I told you earlier, many resolutions we pass, but we could not implement those resolutions in our life because of lack of the confidence, willpower. We know what is good and what is bad, but we cannot implement the good or we cannot resist from the bad because of the lack of willpower and confidence. Inner power. We need inner power to implement those practices, to execute those practices in our daily life. So where from we'll get that inner power? That's very important. We all are well-educated persons sitting here. So we know good and bad. But we need courage, we need confidence, we need inner power to implement those good and to keep away those bad. We need that power, and that power will come from the powerhouse, eternal powerhouse, the Supreme, whom we remember every now and then also. So knowing and connecting with Him, knowing Him truly in His true introduction, and connecting with that Supreme, that is the meditation. So if we do that meditation, we can get that power from the Supreme, the powerhouse, and the soul will get that power to accelerate or break the speed. We have knowledge, but we need power to implement that knowledge, and we will get this knowledge from the Supreme Powerhouse. And for that, we also, Srinivasanji, we are arranging Mind Money Management National Conferences in Mount Abu for finance fraternity only. So we have already arranged 3 such conferences in Mount Abu, and a 4th conference is scheduled on 12th to 16th August. In August, 15 August is national holiday, so and 16 August is Sunday. So we have arranged that conference for finance fraternity and with family, not alone, like with family without any charge. The Brahma Kumaris do not have GST registration number because we have no taxable services or taxable product. All the activities of Brahma Kumaris are free of charge. Even you come to Mount Abu for 3 days, you reside there, we will receive you from the railway station, you will be in our campus for 3 days, lodging, boarding, everything. We will give you some gift also in the form of notebook or something else, but we will not charge a single penny from you. Yeah, voluntary contribution can be done, but there is no charges. So we are not registered under GST also. So you all are invited in this Mind Money Management Conference in August 12 to 16. We will give you the leaflet when it is prepared finally. Sister Shivani will be there for 2 days. She will take 2 to 3 sessions in that conference also. And as I told you, we invite with the family. MBBS, Mia Bibi Bachcho Sahit. In Hindi we say it, MBBS, Mia Bibi Bachcho Sahit. In last conference, we have 110 kids aging from 5 to 15. And separate Divine Kids Camp was also organized for development the art in their life. So it was a fantastic program, and there you can 3 days you can practice those meditation practices, more clarity of this meditation and practical practices, so it will be easy to implement in our day-to-day life. And our faculties in the various cities also, our institute also request our faculty in various cities to have such meditation and motivational seminar. So in various cities, Brahma Kumaris faculties are also visiting our institute. And I have very good wishes for all of you to have a strong balance in your life with good results and always happiness. Your face always show 10 past 10, happy face, and a hearty invitation to visit our headquarters, Mount Abu. Thank you very much for being with me all the time.